Hey, how's it going today? Welcome back. We're going to be coating the ocean today, obviously, you can see that. I pre-painted it. I used some extra sand paint. It's a Rust-Oleum stone texture in a light color. And I did a little bit of a shading job on the end to make it look like it goes down into the water. I just kind of layered it out so it looks like the ocean gets deeper. First thing we're going to do is, I got some epoxy mixed up here. What we're going to do, I got 32 ounces in total. I'm going to mix all my colors in these cups that I got. And once we're done mixing them, I'm going to pour them out and move them around. I'm going to put some clear in between it to be able to move everything, and then we're going to put some waves on. So just hang tight and watch. It'll be cool. So I dumped a big chunk of it. So now we got all of our cups filled. I'm going to start mixing up. And the first place we're going to start is the beach. Just set that there. Next we're going to do the turquoise. We're going to do it just in the layers. Just set it out there and get it on the table. Don't want our epoxy to overheat. I'm using a little bit lighter of an amount than I usually do for a coat of epoxy. Usually I go 3 ounces per square foot, but just so happens I got some of these 32 ounce buckets sitting around, so I might as well use them up. So we're just going to set it out like this. The small lines, I'll get up nice and tight to the beach. That's all we're going to do. We're going to keep doing it with different colors here. Just work our way out. We've got turquoise and a lighter blue, and then it steps darker and darker, so there's 3 different blues and then a turquoise. And then on the outside we're going to, or the deep end here, we're going to use some dye as well, give it a depth effect. Alright, second blue, here we go. I actually had to mix different colors to get this blue. Figured I'd go like a turquoise and then just a little bit more blue and then some Lackawanna blue. And it worked out pretty good, I like it. Notice I didn't set this one here. The turquoise cup. That's because I don't want it to accidentally run onto my beach. I want to put that there to where it looks right. I don't want the cup to drool all over it. I've had it happen, so that's why I'm doing it this way. Most of these colors, the turquoise, light blue, dark blue, and then the other dark blue are going to be all pigments. You'll be able to tell when I put the dye down, it'll look different. Gradation like this. In the middle there. We'll work on this, I call it like a midnight blue. It's just black and blue pigment mixed together. Alright, last pigment. Quite a bit darker. That one right there. Alright, now we're going to do a little bit of Luminolite dye and translucent blue. Here's what the bottle looks like. And I'm here to tell you now that it only takes a drop, half of a drop, with this size of a cup to make it dark. You'll see. I'll show you. I'll mix it right in front of the camera for you. So you definitely don't want to overdo this, but take one. Small drop. See it? Whoop. That's all it took. Show what it looks like when I mix it. See? That one little drop. I mix it up a little bit and I'll show you. Alright. That's blue. Alright, so we're going to go in here. I'm just going to move it around. striations like you've been doing. Like I like to come over here a little bit, you know. Just add a little bit of interest to it. Okay, now we're gonna pull all of our cups. Alright, we're gonna start with the beach again. We'll just move it around. Try to get it around the edge. You want to wet that edge real good. If you don't wet it, then you ain't going to cover it. And it'll look dry, and it will really disappoint you when you get this done and you realize you forgot a spot. So always get your edges real good. Alright, now that the beach is done, we're going to go and dump the clear. I'm going to try to hit it in spots where the other colors are not there. I'm just going to keep moving it, trying to fill them up. And this is going to add another depth level. I'm actually going to set that. Oh, you know, yeah, I'll sit on the beach. Okay, so while that's sitting there, I don't want to move it quite yet because I gotta take care of my white now. I've been going on about 10 minutes now of the epoxy being mixed, and it gives you about 40 minutes of work time, so kinda gotta move along. We're gonna make the white for the waves, and how I'm gonna do that is have some clear, not a whole lot. I got some pearlescent pigment in there. I'm gonna put some acrylic white, and then I ordered this stuff called Cast and Craft. I'm gonna put, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 drops in it. It's gonna add lacing. When I go to blow the waves out, I'll add another layer of depth to it. It'll make them look really neat. See everybody else on YouTube using it, so I'm following suit, and I've tried it, and believe me, it works good. Smells funny too. Okay, and I like letting the white cook a little bit, as they call it, cooking. It's a thermal reaction with the epoxy. It just heats up, so it starts getting thicker, and it's actually better for you to work that way. So I just had that there, so I'm gonna mix it around just to make sure that everything's mixed right, because it might have had some residual on the bottom of just hardener or just part A, so just want to make sure that's good. And I start from this end, and I'm just going to keep working my way out. I'm going to go out with it. I'll start with the beach. You want to feel and make sure there's no dry spots. If there's a dry spot, you're going to have a little bit of a issue with it. I like working that turquoise end pretty good. Actually, I like to lift my hands up a little bit, and it gives it this kind of striation look. Looks pretty good. If you're enjoying watching this, please be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Get further notifications for different videos that I make. And if you'd like to follow us on Facebook, we have a channel on there, or a page on there called Adaptive DIYers. Been doing it for a few years now. It's always an adventure, and we're always trying something new. It never gets too boring to follow us. We're not sharing the same stuff over and over again. So I'm just letting it skip a little bit. And it actually does matter. This is cool though, because it's just like hand painting. You're just painting one big picture with your hands. I'll just keep working it like that. I actually want to drag that dark in just a little bit more. So you always want to, if you're going to do that, you always want to come back and correct it. going rubbing them sides, long sweeping strokes. Once you got blue on your hand though, be careful of the beach. You don't want to go up on the beach with that blue. There. Looking better? Let me know in the comments what you think about this when I'm done with it. Alright, our white's been cooking for quite a while now, so just took my gloves off. I'll put new ones on. You tend to go through gloves doing this. You'll learn that quite quickly. Okay, now that we're done laying out our colors, we're going to go back through with white and we're going to put our waves on. It's been cooking a little bit, so it's the right consistency. It's warm, you can feel it through the glove. Not hot, but warm. You don't want hot, you waited too long. I give it about 10 minutes after I mix it, 10-15 minutes, maybe 20, depending on the temperature. But what we're going to do is we're going to come across, and waves when they come in, they don't come in perfectly symmetrical. They come in different angles and stuff, so I'll wave it up and you'll see. I'll go ahead and do this. Try to make it look like a wave. See, it's fine that I missed my line. It's not a big deal because it'll work itself out, obviously. Another wave in, and we're going to come up about partially. Sometimes they run out of wave power, you know. Nothing across here, just a little one. Something like that. Come back over this way, and start making them come out like this. I like putting them out a little deeper. A lot of people don't, but I like it actually. So see how I actually go out, and that throws it off. It throws the look off. See, and I think I might even add one more pin on out here. There we go. So I got a little bit of white left. I'm gonna take my gloves off again. The hair. Use a mini heat gun. And a torch. Mini torch. And that stuff that I told you I ordered, it reacts to it when you hit it. And you always want to hit on the back side of the wave. See that? So it's blowing out. It takes a little bit, but once it starts coming out, get your torch and hit it. And it'll start selling out for you. Okay, sit back and just take a watch, and I'll kind of fast forward it so you can watch the process. Alright, now we're going to do a little work on the beach part here. So, this is still cooking. Still the same white. And said, I'm going to kind of go through here and add a little bit more of the white on the front of this wave to define it. We're going to also do a little bit of extra stuff just to kind of help this along. We'll add a little bit more here. Alright, so I think that's all I want to do for the front here. Just want the white to show up a little better because it's closer, you know. So we'll just keep working it. Alright, you're probably going to think I'm nuts. I'm actually going to put a little straight spray paint along here. Just a little bit. Just enough to just give it a... Now, take alcohol. This is going to add like a foam look to it. Like, watch. Look at that. There you go. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is just fix stuff, you know? Like this little thing here I've been messing with, you know, I'll come over here and just kind of dab it around a little bit. And that's matching what we did underneath, and it will relax and disappear. No big. And then I got glue on them fingers, so I'm gonna use my pinky. You see these weird ones right here that are just kind of weird looking. They don't look quite like water. Just touch them around it just a little bit. No problem. If it's still not quite right, you take your little torch very carefully and come in and just kind of move it around a little bit with your fire. And that tends to help make it back natural again. See? And you just make it disappear. It's kind of like an eraser. Works pretty good. But I think I need to work on this edge just a little bit more. So I'm going to actually get up in front of it and blow it back. There. Just like that. There's a little bit of white there. So you just come in and correct a little bit here and there that you don't like. No big deals. Come back with our heat gun. And we'll hit that spot where I just added the white, just a little bit. Actually, I'll help this too. I call it massaging it out. Kind of like massaging metal, making it flat again. See, now that little stuff there actually became really cool looking, right? Became really cool. Set that guy over there. And oh yeah, I always try to get a little bit of the white on the onto the edges a little bit more, just to kind of get it to come back. So you just set it up here on top. It's gonna have to roll down and it'll show up really well. so that your edges don't look kind of goofy, you know, because it does look kind of goofy. So you want to drag it up and leave a pile at the top for it to just run down. I usually only worry about the very front one. The rest of them are fine, but that's how I do it. Let me get my camera out and get some more close-ups for you. I've taken a couple. I'm going to try to do that a little more often. It looks nice. He asked for a third of it to be the beach, so a little closer than half, but it looks good. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you yourself have any questions, just feel free to ask me. I appreciate you taking a look at my channel, and appreciate any feedback that I get from this. Thank you. I'll see you next time.